Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jessica. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you're new, my name is Jessica. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. You guys don't even know how excited I am for today's video, okay? I am doing a makeup review. I haven't done one of these in a long time, partially because makeup I feel like just has not been as exciting as it once was in the past. I remember when brands would drop a new product and it was just like so much excitement around it, but I feel like we've seen it all. Like, we've literally kind of seen it all. We've seen all the complexion products that one could possibly make. We've been bombarded with eyeshadow palettes. Like, how many eyeshadow palettes? How many nude palettes do we really need? Lipstick is just not that exciting anymore because, hello, we're wearing masks. We've been highlighted to death. I mean, how many more variations of pink blush can a brand actually make? We've seen literally it all. So if a brand is gonna come with a new launch, it better be exciting. One of the few brands who still seems to get me excited about their launches is Fenty Beauty. I don't know what it is about Rihanna, but she knows what she is doing, period. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. Now when I saw this on Instagram, I was immediately intrigued because nowadays I want a fresher look. I'm not wearing as much makeup, so a skin tint is literally one of those things that I'm just like, I need one of those. But the way I was looking at that skin on Instagram, how Rihanna just applied it with her fingers, and she was just, I mean, she was flawless before, but just flawless, I was like, I'm gonna need that. I just want to share with you guys my first impression of this product. I have high expectations, okay, because the Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation set the bar here. Okay, it set the bar way up here. So obviously the formulation is different between the soft matte and this Eaze Drop because this is a skin tint. It's not necessarily a foundation. But with these claims, let me just go ahead and read the claims for you guys. So it claims to blur the skin. It delivers light to medium coverage. It comes in 25 flexible shades, which there's a chart to help you find your shade. So if you know your Pro Filter foundation shade, it'll be easy for you to find your shade in this. And I like the fact that they have that chart. It blends and blurs to instant perfection in a few easy drops. So basically you just need a few drops and boom, perfection. There's no flashback. It's long wearing and it's light as air. So you see all these claims, you see how they're hyping this up? We're gonna be the judge today because like I said, the bar is set here. I have high expectations for Fenty Beauty. It cannot come below the Pro Filter foundation in my opinion because that one was just, she's queen. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Okay, so before I begin, I'm gonna start off with skin prep because with this product, I feel like skin prep just goes hand in hand in the results that you're gonna get. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Skin Fat Water. So next I'm gonna moisturize with the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor Broad Spectrum Moisturizer, and they actually sent me another one. I bought one 2 days ago, and in the press kit they had one in there. Now what I'm assuming is because this is a 2-in-1, it's literally a 3-in-1. I know they promote it as a 2-in-1, but it's literally a 3-in-1 because not only do you get the moisture, the hydration, you also get sunscreen to protect your skin, and then it's also one of those moisturizers where you can go literally right on top of that moisturizer with your foundation. So your Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation, you can go into even this one, and I think that's how they were promoting it. So let me go ahead and moisturize. I love, this is my favorite moisturizer. Okay, I had to buy a refill already, and I just love how hydrating this is. Alright, so skin is glowing, hydrated, and like I said, I'm gonna go right on top of the moisturizer with the Eaze Drop Skin Tint because that is how they have it promoted. I guess y'all, Fenty Beauty is just all about that easy girl, you know, she just does the least, looks like she does the most. Like the girl who may not have a whole kit of makeup, she may just have like her few essentials. She may not even have brushes, so she applies her makeup on with her fingers, like that type of ease. So that is why I feel like they promote that you can, you know, apply the skin tint on top of your moisturizer. And it's supposed to give you good results. So I'm not gonna go in with a primer. I'm gonna leave it just as is because I want to see how it works. I am so excited to try these out. All right, so they sent me 2 of the Eaze Drop skin tints, one of the shade 16 and one of the shade 17. So the ranges include light, light medium, medium, medium deep, and then deep. So I fall in the medium deep category, which includes shades 345 through 420 if you wear the Pro Filter foundation. And it says if you do fall into that category, then you would try shades 14 through 19. So these range in the medium deep category. Love the packaging. It's super easy. Like if I wanted to throw this in my purse, it's not glass, it's literally like a plastic. Which makes it easy to travel with. You get about 1.08 fluid ounces. Now, when I watched the tutorial of Rihanna applying this onto her skin, sis literally just put it on her fingers and kind of like smooth it onto her skin like a moisturizer. I don't normally do that, but I'm intrigued and I want to try it. I want to see if it's going to do anything different. Let's just see. Okay, so this is shade 16, and I feel like it's a little too light. The undertone is neutral. I don't know if this is going to be the one that's going to work for me because it's a little too neutral, a little too not my shade. So let's try 17 right next to that and see if this one will work for me. So this is 17. Now 17 is more warm and a little bit too warm for me. So I don't know if you guys can see that. This is 16, which is a little bit more pink and neutral, whereas this one's more warm. So what I'm thinking is mixing the two to somewhat get my shade. I feel like I need something a little bit more yellow, more golden. So I'm gonna take it on my hand, like a few drops. And because I'm mixing the two, I'm gonna take 16 and 17. I'm gonna try it with my hands first just to see what type of look we get. If we don't like it, we can always go back with a brush, but I just want to see what it does. Oh, that shade is extremely light, but I'm gonna rub it in. Love how this feels when it's so moisturizing. It's so like satin. Ooh, I just wish I had a shade that was a little bit deeper because I don't want to look ashy, but I love how that feels. But I'm already liking how the formula, the shade I'm not too fond of, but do y'all see the effect? The effect that I'm getting from this, I love. Like it instantly, honestly, that shade kind of disappeared. I don't hate applying this with my hands. I really don't. I'm gonna keep going because I'm liking how that's looking. The way this feels when you apply this with your fingers, it feels like you're putting on cream. Like you're literally putting on like a moisturizer. I love the way this feels on my hands. I get why you would want to apply this with your hands because it just feels so good. The way this applies on top of the Hydrovisor moisturizer, it was like they were made for each other. I feel like they kind of worked with the formulation of both to marry them together because it goes on so well. And just from my experience in the past, okay, so this is my skin after applying the Eaze Drops with my fingers. And let's go to the claim. So it claims to be blurring. I am definitely seeing that blurring effect. If you guys can see that, like I literally feel like my skin looks blurred. Do you see the glow though? I'm here for the glow. The glow is what's really getting me because I love the fact that my skin just looks healthy. Now, minus the fact that this is not necessarily my shade, the effect I'm here for. I would have to get this, I believe, in the shade 18 for it to be like that perfect shade where I would not need to mix it with another Eaze Drop. But as far as like the effect, the results that I'm getting, I'm here for. I love the blurring effect. I love the fact that you can still see my skin through this. It's not covering up my skin, but it's just perfecting the look of my skin, if that makes sense. It definitely feels lightweight. Like it feels, like I said initially, it feels like you are applying a moisturizer to your skin, not a foundation. Even though a skin tint is technically not a foundation, it still has that foundation feel. Whereas sometimes foundations feel a little bit heavy on the skin and it feels like it can kind of weigh you down. You feel the product on your skin. This just feels like a moisturizer. Like it feels like a cream moisturizer, and it didn't do the clumping effect where the formula of the moisturizer and the foundation did that, you know, that whole clumping thing on your skin. I despise that. It did not do that. The two work so well together, like they were made for each other. So if you were to get this, I would say if you are going to try out these Eaze Drops, you definitely want to have the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor Moisturizer on hand, because A, it's a bomb moisturizer, but B, it works so well with the Eaze Drops. Like, listen, I was skeptical about applying this with my fingers. It worked. I didn't have to use a brush. I haven't even blended with a sponge yet, and I'm already liking what I'm seeing. Like, this is the type of product where if you have a Zoom call that you need to get cute for really quick, you can literally throw this on like a moisturizer, put on a red lip and some glasses, boom, ready for the Zoom. Like, that simple. This is that product. I love it, y'all. So far, I'm really enjoying this. For the sake of keeping this as Fenty Beauty as we possibly can, I'm going to conceal using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 410. You could do this step before you actually apply the Eaze Drops. I just wanted to see how it applied to my skin before concealing, and like the look I would get before I would go into the color correcting process. Like, how would it correct my skin? Would it blur any or correct any of my imperfections, dark marks, and things of that sort? I feel like if I were to use like a brush, like I normally apply my foundation, or a sponge, I probably would get more coverage, but this coverage for me using my hands is not bad at all. And I always can tell how much coverage a foundation or a complexion product has by my moles. I have like beauty marks right here, and if you can barely see it, then it did its job. But I feel like, just my personal opinion, we're in a stage of beauty where we're not too pressed about imperfections. Like, it's okay. It's okay that I have a few acne scars or a few blemishes or a few, you know, just a little hyperpigmentation here and there. We're working with it, and I love that aspect of makeup nowadays. Listen, a few years ago, we weren't really checking for products like this. What you saw online was full coverage beat. There wasn't an imperfection in sight, okay? No hyperpigmentation in sight. We wanted that covered. But nowadays, we're okay with our skin. And I hope it stays that way. I hope we continue to just work with what we have. Okay, so to highlight the skin, I'm gonna go into the shade 370. All right, so this is my base. So far, I'm looking a little washed out. Okay, I need some color. I'm gonna finish my complexion off camera, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. All right, I am back. Complexion is done, y'all, and she's looking good. But before I get into how I actually feel about the Eaze Drop blurring skin tints, I want to get into some new Fenty goods. Okay, I think this is a drop before they actually launched the skin tint. It's the body sauce, and they actually sent me 2 of them, so I'm going to be trying them out today for the first time. This was another launch that I was extremely excited about. First of all, packaging. Fenty Beauty knows how to take it there. They know how to just make you just want it and crave it. This packaging is gorgeous. I love this aluminum, chrome, copper. Ugh, it's beautiful, okay? So the body sauce is basically like a body makeup for your body. Now, if you're familiar with Body Lava, which we love that, right? I love Body Lava. Brown sugar kind of reminds me of this packaging, and I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I love Body Lava. I love the shimmer that it gives you. However, one of the things that I did not like too much about the Body Lava was the fact that it left you feeling a little sticky, icky. Just a little sticky. Judging by the description of this, I feel like this is the answer or solution to Body Lava. Like, you would still love your Body Lava, but for the days where you're wearing more clothing and you want something that, you know, dries down, then this would be the solution to that. So let me just read some of the specs for you guys. It's an illuminizing body tint. It's supposed to dry down. It's supposed to be transfer proof, but I'm gonna put it to the test, because when they said transfer proof, I'm like, that's a pretty steep claim. Transfer proof. All right, Fenty, so you said it's transfer proof. I'm gonna test it out. So I'm gonna pump this onto the skin. Just one pump. I'm gonna take this kabuki brush. It's like a body kabuki brush, and just massage this onto my skin. Ooh, it does give you a nice sun-kissed look off tops. Oh y'all, it smells exactly. Ooh, it smells so good. So the scent is reminding me of the Body Lava in Brown Sugar. It has that same sweet, warm, vanilla-y brown sugar smell. So this is where I applied the body sauce. And this is with it without. Can you guys tell the difference? Because I definitely can. This side is a little bit more bland, not as rich and sun-kissed. And this side has a nice glow. The color is a little bit more richer. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna put some right here on my chest. And here's this misconception that brown girls don't tan. Listen, I don't care how deep we are, we still love a good tan. I'm one of those brown girls who, give me a tan all day. Something about tan skin that it does something to me. I'm not mad at it. Ooh, that color is definitely adding some blur. Ooh, this is giving me red carpet glow. That skin is looking amazing. My complexion just transformed. My complexion is it just came alive. I look hydrated. All right, so I'm back. This is my opinion on both products that I just tried. I'm gonna start off with my opinion on the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. As far as the claims of it being blurring, lightweight, flexible shade range, light to medium coverage, and the look of your skin but better, I definitely have to agree with all of those claims. Starting off with the blurring effect, I feel like my skin, when I was applying it with my fingers, it just looked like I was applying a very well tinted moisturizer. The formula was very satiny, felt so good going on top of the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor Moisturizer. I really do believe these two products go hand in hand. It's not a necessity to actually have to have both, but like, why not? If they work well together, I would just say, you know, make sure you have both of these because they do work well. You guys saw I didn't even need a primer. This acted as a primer. It acted as a base for the skin tint, and my skin just feels and looks so good. The only con had nothing to do with the formula. It was just the fact that the shades weren't necessarily my exact match, but being that this was a flexible shade range, I was able to mix the two shades, which was 16 to 17, together and somewhat get a shade that worked well for my complexion. I'm definitely going to purchase one in the shade 18 because I think that might be my shade. I have to look. It would either be 18 or 19 that could possibly be my shade. 16 was a little bit more neutral to pink for me, and 17 was a lot more warm than I normally go. I like more of a golden undertone. It claims that it's light to medium coverage, and I definitely have to agree because even with applying it to my hands, y'all saw the coverage that I got. I don't know if you guys have ever tried tinted moisturizers. I'm sure you have. When you put that on, it just disappears. You're like, what did I even do? What did I just waste my time doing? Like, where is the product? That was not the case with this specific product. The coverage was there off tops. It was there from the initial time that I applied it with my hands. I am curious to see how it will do with my foundation brush that I normally use. Will it have the same effect? Or if I were to go in with a sponge and kind of blend it out? But I'm not mad at these fingers. I am not mad with the ease of just applying a product to my hands and putting it on my skin, and I don't even need a brush. That concept in itself is a little genius to me, so that definitely appealed. One of the claims is that it blends and it blurs to instant perfection with just a few drops. That was definitely the case for me when I used it. I only used a few drops, and with my fingers, y'all saw I blended it in and got perfection in the sense of the coverage and the sense of the blurring effect. All in all, I definitely highly recommend y'all try these. I'm telling you, if you're that girl who just loves the ease of putting on makeup, you know, and just looking flawless without doing a lot of steps, this is going to be your product. This is going to be your new staple. I love this. I will say this is probably one of the best skin tints that I've tried. It didn't have that greasy feel. Sometimes skin tints tend to feel watery or feel greasy. This almost reminded me of like a skin tint with a serum base with some moisturizer in there because it applied so well. If I have to rate this, I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend this. I really love these so much. Like, my face just looks amazing. Like, this is light, y'all. Like, she's light. She dries down so well. She dries down well. Look at that. Look at my hands. Nothing is there. They get an A+ in my book for this formula, for coming out with products that the girls need. The girls have been wanting. The girls didn't know they need it, but now we got it. That Fenty Beauty gets an A for that. They continue to set the bar here, which challenges the beauty industry to come up with better products. So this is a win for all of us, not just for Fenty Beauty, but now the other brands are gonna go in the lab and be like, you know what, we have to create something, because you have to keep up. You gotta step up, you gotta keep up. This is a product I didn't know I needed until I put it on. When I saw it online, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's appealing, but is it something that I need to go out of my way to purchase? Like, do I really need a body tint? Do I need a body tint? Do I need body makeup? It's not something that I use on a day-to-day basis. I'm usually in sweatpants, sweatshirt type of thing. But sis, when I put this on my skin, I don't know if y'all can see this coverage, but she just came back from the Bahamas. She just came back from somebody's island, sipping on somebody's drink in somebody's villa. Okay, that is the skin that we are getting in this frame. Before I praise this product too much, let me test out the claim that it's transfer proof. So I have my little dry makeup free napkin right here, and I'm just going to press on my skin. Y'all see me pressing on my skin. And here is my wipe. Is it transfer proof, y'all? I didn't look yet. Let me see. Actually, that is not bad. I see a little something on here, but that's not bad. This right here, I have the shade Salty Caramel. I believe there's a few more shades that come in this. I don't know if it's 4 shades. I'm not exactly sure, but there are more shades to this. But Salty Caramel, if you're my complexion girl, it's the sauce you did not know you needed. Love the way my skin is looking. All right, y'all, that is the end of this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Are you here for this look? If you are, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and leave me a comment down below letting me know the other type of videos that you want me to do on this channel. Let me know if you guys have or will be trying any of the products that I featured in today's video. And yeah, y'all, that is all. Okay, we served a look, and now it's time to go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.